I think this has just been a fantastic account of the history of money up to this point, and we've kind of just set the table, provided the context of where the snapshot of time is with humans as it relates to money. And I think we're all kind of alluding to like, oh, there is a growing desire for something new by a large number of parties throughout the world, and really the continuation of the evolution of money, both as a medium, like what is the medium of money? First, it was shells, then it progressed to gold, then it progressed to banks and fiat money. Uh, it's not like it ends just because we're used to dollars, just because we're used to banks, it doesn't mean that that fight is over. And I think everyone here is understanding like, hey, that fight continues. And maybe perhaps the cool part of this story is that we've actually never seen such a transition from money to money, fiat money to crypto money. I was assuming we're all headed towards crypto money. We haven't seen such a large transition where money is already so big, like human civilization is massive. It's never been such a big transition of wealth up to this point. And so, Lynn, just what about the crypto future piques your interest? Like what? Oh, there we have a bunch of patterns of Bitcoin. There's scarcity that's provable scarcity. Like unlike with gold, there might be just a massive pocket of gold that we haven't found anywhere. With Bitcoin, we know that that's not true. There is the communications network that is the Bitcoin network. There's just a lot of things that rhyme. But just what about this crypto future gives you such confidence that this is where we're going?
That it's the first money that solves both speed and scarcity. And so in the commodity era, we kept gravitating towards whatever commodity money was hardest to make more of, settling on gold. But that was eventually defeated by the fact that it was slow and needed to be centralized and, couldn't authenticate very quickly. And so we started to rely on, these fiat currencies, and on international scale, we'd gravitate towards whatever's the biggest, most liquid, and reasonably scarce money. So, maybe the dollar is not scarce, but it's more scarce than Indian rupees are, or Turkish lira, for example. So we gravitate towards money supplies that are liquid and then grow more slowly than other money supplies, while still having the speed advantages that we need and want in the telecommunication era. And Bitcoin is basically a way to say, okay, here there's been centuries of centralization, and we've had to take a step back in scarcity to have the speed we want because centralized authorities always wanted to base, so they like that supply growth. And now we have a way to decentralize a fast ledger, so you can have both scarcity and speed. You can have something that grows in supply less than gold while being as fast or faster than dollars. And so that's the promise out there. Now, of course, the challenge is that you're up against a very powerful network effect. Nation states don't necessarily like it. It's 15-year-old technology, so we're still kind of exploring ways to break it. It's like it only, it has to. If you're going to put trillions of dollars into it, it first has to be around for years and years and not get hacked or centralized or defeated some way when it's worth billions of dollars, right? So over time, it's kind of establishing its Lindy credentials. It's going through these things. It's being competed by other cryptos. Um, and this is kind of this global marketplace of seeing what technology, if any technology, is secure, liquid, and useful enough to retain its characteristics, even when different players try to centralize it, different players try to attack it. It has to go through periods of volatility. But what gives me hope about it is that it's the first technology that solves kind of the two main issues of money. So it's both fast and scarce. So it's both a good medium of exchange in the internet age, while also being good for savings. So you don't have to pick one or the other. And then two, we live in this world of 160 different currency blocks, and that's like borders between us. It's countries desiring to, and so far able, largely, to keep borders around their people and to keep them in this kind of treadmill of constant dilution, draining their savings, draining their wages, and being able to opaquely funnel that towards things that the public doesn't necessarily want, and to have enough frictions on them so that it's hard for them to get outside money. And in the digital age, we have more tools to pierce those frictions and tie them together and bring back competition to money. so that, people in Argentina, people in Turkey, people in name the country, unless they have such a complete lock like North Korea or something, unless they get fully draconian, the people in that country have increasingly um, more tools where they can pick the money that they want. They have the portability of money, so they can bring money with them if they should want to move and go to some place with better opportunity. And these, I think, are all good for humanity. I think that's what's powerful about this current era of technology.
If you enjoyed all of that, then you'll absolutely love the Bankless newsletter. Join over 300,000 fellow readers, all for free. Click below to sign up.